actually one of the very funny things.
Right.
This happened before Kerala story. I was at an airport and we were at Goa airport and we shot a music video and we were coming back. And there was this man who came up to me and he said, आपकी एक्टिंग मुझे बहुत अच्छी लगती है. So I said thank you. And he said आप बहुत खूबसूरत हो आप. This is like 5 years back, okay? बहुत खूबसूरत हो और ये सब नॉनसेंस से एक फोटो मिलेगा आपके साथ ऐसे ना. So he said आप मतलब आपकी परफॉर्मेंस आप बहुत बहुत अच्छे हो. I was like wow, that's so sweet, thank you. And then he turns and there's another guy over there and he says जानवी कपूर की बहन है. Okay. In movies and all, I'm not me. Like that Kerala story girl was not me. Bastar is not me. Sankla is not me at all. But I like to be those, and then on social media, that's me. I'm somebody who doesn't curate. And if you look, my friend told me my Instagram page looks like garbage. She said your you know how people like stack up those three big. She said your aesthetic is garbage. Look at it. When I scroll, she said kuch milta nahi hai. If I want to see a video again, I don't know where it is because it's so much. It's just a mess. But I enjoy that. And yeah, I think I am getting a lot more, getting considered for a lot more work, getting scripts that are written with really good characters, I would think, at least on this script level and on, this, it seems like.
And to an extent, I believe आपको सोच के भी लिखा जा रहा है. You feel
Yeah,
like
this when you watch this, you almost feel they've added a lot of things and.
Just keeping the Adah Uji wala factor in mind, I think a lot of.
This is
inputs
almost
are
a
also
show.
there,
I think Reeta Sanyal is sort of like that when you watch it. Also, I've not done anything in the Masti wala genre. Sunflower sort of there.
Sort of was there.
Masti, but this is like Masti wala genre. Sunflower still was kind of. Yeah,
Blend.
but it's yeah. This is just fun. Like if you want to watch, you just want to like read a comic book or you want to watch a superhero movie just for like maze karte hain. This is that. I've not done anything like that. When I meet like popular famous people and all, even after Kerala and all, it's not about just people coming up to me, but I meet people. So I don't really know what to say. I love everyone's work but what do you say when you meet like someone who's like such a big star or whatever? So then I just say, hello, I'm Adah, so that you know that I exist. So I said, hello, I'm Adah. So he looked at me and he said, Anu Malik's daughter, Adah.
उस टाइम पे did you kind of feel any sort of mental breakdown? क्या काम आने के पहले तुम लोग उस लेवल पे चल रहे हो?
नहीं, उस टाइम mental breakdown हुआ ना because मेरा काम हो गया था. I'm saying while shooting I don't think of all that or while signing a project and all I don't do. पर वो 15 days जो प्रमोशन का दिया जो भी थॉट रिलीज होने वाला है तभी लोग गाली देंगे तो ऑफकोर्स मेरे न्यूड पिक्चर्स एंड ऑल बाहर थे बहुत अच्छी तरह से मॉफ किए थे. इट वुड लुक लाइक मी. मेरा नंबर लीक हुआ था ऑन द डे ऑफ रिलीज व्हेन आई वांटेड टू कीप माय फोन ऑन एंड सी व्हाट पीपल आर सेइंग एंड अच्छी चीजें आई हैड टू स्विच माय फोन ऑफ. माय नंबर वाज पुट ऑन सम prostitution site or something saying that services with my number and my face over there. So I had to switch my phone off. So of course at that time बुरा लगा उसके लिए. हाय, मैं हूँ आदा शर्मा और मेरी शो रीटा सान्याल आ रही है 14 अक्टूबर डिज्नी प्लस हॉटस्टार पे एंड यू आर वाचिंग मी ऑन शुभजीत यूट्यूब चैनल.
Like, share and subscribe right now. मेरे दोस्तों, conversations, long format conversations, deep conversations are always special. और यहाँ पे special दो कारण की वजह से और है because एक तो she's somebody whom I'm really really fond of, उनको बहुत अच्छे से पता है. ऊपर से उनका जो कैरेक्टर है, प्रोजेक्ट जो है, वो बंगाली प्रोजेक्ट है. अगर बंगाली बाबू के चैनल पे अगर बंगाली कैरेक्टर का प्रोजेक्ट अगर हो रहा है, then you of course know where the excitement is coming from. I am very very glad and honored and privileged to have Adah Sharma once again on my YouTube channel. October 14th is the day. Disney Plus Hotstar is the platform. Reeta Sanyal it is. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I hope you're not disappointed I'm not speaking Bengali.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Maybe the next time, and that's a good hint. That's a good hint.
The next
That's
one.
a good hint.
I'm speaking a lot of other languages and other accents. But we've saved Bengali because she is a Bengali character.
You saved the best for the last.
The best for last.
That is what it is, When I was Googling you, I found this very interesting quote which describes, and I want to start the conversation with this.
Please do.
एक प्लेटफॉर्म ने हेडलाइन डाला है, after 15 years of struggles and no hits, this actress has beaten Alia Bhatt, Deepika Padukone and Katrina Kaif at the box office. This is an article about you.
Okay.
done 1 week or 2 weeks back, and this talks about your fascinating journey. I want to understand that creatively, of course, you must be having a lot of satisfaction.
पहली बात तो मैंने नहीं डाला है ये. Just saying. मैंने डाली, we've done your hits, I've done Telugu movies and all which have been hits.
Of course, but you know,
We've done flops also. But
exactly. That's
हुए
why
हैं hits. नहीं हुए क्या हुए
100% do it. Organically, people are happy. That's why people are acknowledging good work. वो होता है.
हाँ ठीक है.
But this is quite a milestone for an actress, for a girl. जिसके parents, I believe, were not very much in favor of her entering the acting space. वहां से लेके अब तक the journey when you're beating top-notch actresses, just the feeling, I'm not talking about beating, but just the feeling of being spoken about at the top league. Does it make you feel very happy and satisfied from within? Creative satisfaction हमेशा तो था. But the I would say the widespread adulation that's coming, does that make you a lot more happy now?
Widespread viewing of the projects that I have done gives me immense joy because हम लोग as an audience हम लोग बनाते हैं films या कुछ भी हम लोग कुछ भी बनाते हैं, even an ad film, even a short film, anything, ताकि लोग देखें. तो जितने ज्यादा लोग देखें, that gives me joy to no end, I think. And Kerala story, like सबने देखी है. We meet people at airports, we meet people in small towns, we meet people abroad when we went for a shoot. तो बहुत अच्छा लगता है. And for me, nothing can somehow beat that. Also, the joy of after Kerala story getting projects like Reeta Sanyal getting to do Sunflower right after Kerala.
Fascinating, super.
So that as an actor, yes. So as an actor, yes, when you messaged me, you said, and it's so diverse from Kerala, doing Baskar after that. That just gives me so much joy that nothing else can even equate itself to it. Though anyone thinking positively for me or thinking good about me and all, I feel very happy.
But एक सेकंड के लिए अगर मैं आपको रिक्वेस्ट करूं कि 1 मिनट के लिए अपना पर्सनल ह्यूमिलिटी हटा के just acknowledging the fact that in one calendar year, as far as just box office statistics are concerned, you have actually gone ahead of the likes of Alia Bhatt, Deepika, and Katrina. That's fabulous. And,
no, I don't know box office figures and all. And this is not humility speaking. This is me speaking of nowadays. What happens is just like if a PR story is made about something and put out, then that becomes the truth, even if it might not be generally also about a lot of things. So for me, the main thing that matters the most is what the audience has thought of something that I have done. That really matters because that's the truth. Because otherwise, I can write one article and I can put some things that are not true. Or, I can say a lot of things about me that might not be true. I can pay somebody and get that article put. That we can pay more money and put that article in 50 places. We can put more articles about that article that was there in another, and do great PR around it. And the human mind, after reading things or after being told something, because of repetition, I mean, finally we are like rats. So keep positive reinforcement. We keep reading the same thing again and then you start believing it and you say, yeah, this is true, this is true. So maybe this is one article that you've read, but there will be 500 others that will this or this. I don't know. So somehow it just makes me feel very cheapened to my craft or to what I'm doing if I start basing my validation on say something that someone has written. But again, if it's an audience thing, every word that any audience person who watched my movie and said, for me, that matters like the most. Every review, every person who's seen it, every person whose life it's touched, everything. Even about 1920, when people even now tell me about, I listen with bated breath. I want to know what people have thought about it, what they think of my performance. Because for me, that seems very real.
Absolutely. I'm sure whenever people must be coming across you at airports, Bolo events, Bolo, etc., they must be having a lot of interesting things to say, right? If I ask about particularly Kerala story and Sunflower, after the recent successful projects there, what was perhaps the most wacky or interesting compliment that perhaps an audience gave to you, which you were not expecting, but then आपको इतना खुशी मिला that it stayed with you even now?
Everything, I actually literally remember everything. Every tear, and I meet mothers whose eyes well up with tears, and then they hug me. They almost hug me like तुम वापस आ गई हो. Seriously, they feel like that, and I look at them, and for them it's touched them so much. They actually look at me almost believing that I've gone through all of that, and then I'm like, I'm the actress in it. Imagine like actual girls, but for them, that's the real thing. But if you want to know wacky and funny, rest is, I'll tell you something that is actually one of the very funny things.
Right.
This happened before Kerala story. I was at an airport and we were at Goa airport and we shot a music video and we were coming back. And there was this man who came up to me and he said, आपकी एक्टिंग मुझे बहुत अच्छी लगती है. So I said thank you. And he said आप बहुत खूबसूरत हो आप. This is like 5 years back, okay? बहुत खूबसूरत हो और ये सब नॉनसेंस से एक फोटो मिलेगा आपके साथ ऐसे ना. So he said आप मतलब आपकी परफॉर्मेंस आप बहुत अच्छी हो. So I was like wow, that's so sweet, thank you. And then he turns and there's another guy over there and he says जानवी कपूर की बहन है. Okay. And then the other guy also came and the other guy took a picture. I don't think Janhvi Kapoor's behan had debuted yet.
Yeah.
So the other guy also came and the other guy also was like, आप बहुत खूबसूरत हो. Okay, आपकी acting मुझे बहुत अच्छी लगती है. Now they were so happy that I was autograph मिलेगा. I said हाँ. So I gave an autograph of something. And then he said, आपकी acting student of the year मिला. मुझे बहुत पसंद आई थी. Now they were
Oh
so.
my God.
And the other guy said, आप हो ना जानवी कपूर की बहन आप ही हो ना. I didn't feel like disappointing them, and they had so many dreams in their eyes that they met Janhvi Kapoor's behan. So I said, हाँ. I said, हाँ, मैं हूँ.
You know, SRK had a similar story with Akshay Kumar, you know, in USA.
Okay, but he's okay.
Yeah, long back,
हाँ.
there was one fan who was actually chasing him. He said that many times on record as well. He came and the fan was like literally going berserk and everything. पूरा hug work किया, autograph लेने के time पे, you know, I'm very glad that I'm meeting Akshay Kumar. And Shah Rukh Khan too, being the great person that he is, just like you, he also did not disappoint ki name Akshay Kumar, name Shah Rukh Khan. But if you Google, it's a very famous story.
I have not read
So I'll show you the links and everything. It's very sweet. I think it happened in 19 US में हुआ था. That is what I remember.
When Akshay Kumar was Akshay Kumar already.
Of course, yes. So I
got
you also were Adah Sharma when that thing happened, but पता नहीं audience
but I don't think Janhvi's sister had debuted still then. And
maybe
Janhvi's sister is
videos
not, but she's not in Student of the Year either.
Wait. I think they were talking
It's not
about
the one that I, yeah.
मैंने भी वही जो
But
देखा.
whatever they had now, whether I was in Student of the Year and whether I was whoever, I agreed to everything. I said yes, and I gave pictures to 5 more people who were over there. Janhvi Kapoor ki behan. And I said,
that is what you do because you want to honor the adulation.
That was quite funny, yeah. So I found that quite fun and I liked, and then I quite enjoyed it also a little bit.
You know, in this project, I see in the trailer, different looks to hai,
Yes.
different languages hai, and when I talk about different languages, another very interesting and difficult part, which I believe is to get the modulation right and to get the dialects right. Because, you know, a language from, say, the South will sound differently from, say, when I speak Bengali, right? वो लिहाज जो है बात करने का वो अलग है. How difficult was it to kind of get a grip on the language and the lihaz? Because language तो आपसे dialogue बोल के कर सकते हो, but to get the pronunciation and that stuff right, how much preparation does it actually take for someone like you?
Lots. And I like to do it well. We had coaches on set. Jaise Haryanvi, I do not speak Haryanvi. And I wanted it to be perfect. I want people to watch the Haryanvi and feel like ye Haryanvi bolti hai. And so Haryanvi has that like घड़ी धूप हो रहा है अंदर बैठ लो थोड़ा you know बुट्टे नहीं सिक्के फोड़ हो जाएंगे. It's a very like मजे से you do it. Then हाँ, it's a swag wala. I mean that has that. Then there is a food inspector and she's like a strict teacher. Then there is this मच्छी वाली who says माझा मरद मच्छी पकड़ने को तैयार परत वापस आएंगे. It's a Hindi Marathi mix she speaks in. And there's an Iranian filmmaker also, Mariam Samadi from Iran. So we kept like a voice that is very husky and a little sexy as well. So I've tried different things. There is I've copied some. I've inspired by a few popular actresses also, and I like one actress's voice. She was a very beautiful waitress. I had to look really pretty, and I thought beauty also comes with the voice.
Combined factor.
Yeah, I mean, what others would find really beautiful is a voice that a voice that speaks like that. I thought people would find it really, really pretty. So I used that for one character as well.
Oh, melodrama वाला है क्यों मतलब हर एक it's almost like a remote control director बोलते हैं remote में ये बजाओ ये वाला voice आ जाता है ये बजाओ.
Yeah, Reeta was actually like a remote thing. Every day was, but it was so much fun.
How nice, how nice. You know, I want to understand. You know, as far as priorities are concerned, जो मैं देखता हूँ ना, social media I follow you, so I see. On one hand, of course, when you're focused on work. लगातार शूट कर रहे हो तो you're shooting and shooting and shooting. And on the other hand, your you know I would say break moments to rejuvenate yourself, the kind of things that you tend to do is very, very different from what is perceived of a usual star, right? Like the way you kind of relax with your grandmother. हम लोग ये सब usually नहीं देखते. I see you chilling with elephants out there, everything. But you're this humongous animal lover. 2 दिन पहले मैं आपके ये puppy doggy के साथ वीडियो
Yes.
देख रहा था. So I really, really love that, and I feel कि because of the genuineness and purity there, regular जो लड़कियां है, और regular लड़के of course will always have a crush on you. They have that connect कि यार ये हमारी में से ही है, and इसको इसलिए success मिल रहा है. So we feel that her success is also a part of our success. What do you have to say to that? Because ये मेरा perception है, and I was talking to another friend of mine who really, really likes your work. If possible, I'll make her speak to you on call. She also told me the same thing. Yeah, when Adah goes out there, a lot of actresses are there who perhaps have a filmy background. If they're successful, well and good. But when someone like an Adah goes out there and gets, or she's competing at that level, we feel like यार हमारे में से एक लड़की जाके छा रही है. What do you have to say to this?
I totally agree, and I want people to partake in my success because my success is totally theirs. I mean, like for Kerala Story becoming what it did was only an audience thing. I don't know if every actress won't get to experience that in this lifetime, and I got to. And I got to because of the audience, and I'll be very honest with that. Because everyone took part in my success, and I want that because if I celebrate my own success, it'll be how big can it be? Even if it's a huge success and it's mine, it's just mine. But when it becomes everybody else's, that's like the party size just grows, and my party size right now is like the whole nation.
Yeah.
So I like that people are on my side. Coming to social media, there's no policing there. Other than if it's like a brand thing that I'm doing or something, and then we have to keep in guidelines. If it's a movie thing that we're doing, then the character has dialogues and costumes. But if it's just me, I also just like to record reels in just like one take. I mean, if I put
You know what take artists, of course, you know that.
No, not like that. I mean like when you cut or you do. I don't like to do all that.
मैं कौन मगजमारी करेगा, जो करना है कि बार करो, खत्म करो. That is what it is.
So I just like to take, and I like to put it out just as it is without doing anything to it. I enjoy watching that sort of stuff also. I'm a little lazy about editing also. And so everything, a mixture of it together. And then I just put it out as it is. It's more fun to watch.
It's more fun and natural भी है, वो अच्छा भी लगता है देखते रहे.
Yeah, I think if you're seeing me always as in movies and all, I'm not me. Like that Kerala Story girl was not me. Bastar is not me. Sankla is not me at all. But I like to be those, and then on social media, that's me. I'm somebody who doesn't curate. And if you look, my friend told me my Instagram page looks like garbage. She said your you know how people like stack up those three big. She said your aesthetic is garbage. Look at it. When I scroll, she said kuch milta nahi hai. If I want to see a video again, I don't know where it is because it's so much. It's just a mess. But I enjoy that.
I want to ask you something. As far as appreciating is concerned, I genuinely हमेशा मैं यकीन करता हूँ कि जहाँ पे appreciation due है, वहाँ पे होना चाहिए. Now the industry जो है, ये मैंने चालू नहीं किया conversation. This has been a conversation that's been going for a long time. Is this insider outsider thing, right? You are an outsider because आपके background वगैरह कुछ था नहीं, but आप अभी insider बन गए हो अच्छे से, and touch wood आगे जाके भी धीरे-धीरे वैसा ही होगा. But what I want to ask is that कि when people who are in positions of power, do you see something like वो लोग are more appreciative towards insiders when they get success compared to outsiders when the suddenly person gets success? आपको difference नजर आता है?
I think the audience knows the right answer to this. And anything that an actor would say would just be construed as become some sort of conversation. But I think the audience knows, right? Everybody knows. You don't have to be part of the industry or an outsider. Everyone knows everything now. It's all out there. It's all out there. Yes, you can have, like I said, humongous PR telling you that it's. I don't know, but I think everybody knows the truth.
I remember you telling ki in one of the award shows, Rani Mukherjee walked up to you with a lot of grace and love.
Yeah, she was very nice.
And she, I think, complimented you regarding your work in Kerala.
Yes.
रानी मुखर्जी के अलावा आपको कोई और ऐसे इंडस्ट्री फ्रेटर्निटी का कोई याद है जिनका compliment really touched your heart?
Rani Mukherjee came to me in public at the award show while I was sitting there. She came up, and I thought that was so gracious, and she's so amazing herself.
Yeah.
Someone who I really look up to. I love her performances. That gave me joy. Anu Malik also said some really nice things publicly about me. I thought that was really nice. For me, when I go on, like I went on the set of Reeta Sanyal, and I remember on the first day from the DOP Anil sir to the spot boy Raju to the guy who was coming to give Shiva, who was giving tea to them in the van. He had a paragraph about Kerala story every day, a new thing he would say on ye scene or ye scene. So I feel they are part of the industry for me, and like I said, for me the audience thing matters so much. So when they should tell me every day, has to tell me, I tell me, and then what else did you like, stuff like that. So he is part of the industry. Positions of power, we'll have to, it's a debate on who you think is position of power. Is a person in position of power somebody who's giving other people work? Is a position of power someone who's giving me blessings? So who is my person in position of power? Is the position of power someone who you think is but for me, person of power is the audience who's giving me blessings, because I feel I can go a lot ahead with blessings, or somebody who you think is because they gave that person work. So it depends on everyone's decision. How you look at your perspective about positions of power.
There was some time back when you said that after the success of Kerala Story, a lot of projects which were female driven, I would say women empowered projects, वो वाले roles आपके पास आ रहे थे, right? And in today's time, trust me when I say this, some of the most resourceful insiders would also literally crave to do those kind of roles, right? How are you looking into that scene, and how much are you kind of venturing into that zone? This also looks very, interesting, badass and kick-ass. Looks similar to that zone in terms of women empowered driven roles.
I think it's been it's my 4th release this year. So yes, so I think I can't be luckier. My friend, she's an actress. She told me, she was like, after Kerala, I thought you get typecast. And because we just get typecast as actresses. People say, she's a female actor. She did this and this. Take her and this. Change the hair a little bit, or change the clothes. Leave everything the same. And she said, then you got Sunflower, and then she was like, what is this? And then when I announced this, she said, how are you just? So I said, yeah, I'm very fortunate to get this. I'm acknowledging it and very grateful that I am. And yeah, I think I am getting a lot more, getting considered for a lot more work, getting scripts that are written with really good characters, I would think, at least on the script level and on, this, it seems like.
And to an extent, I believe आपको सोच के भी लिखा जा रहा है. You feel like
this, when you watch this, you almost feel they've added a lot of things, and
just keeping the Adah wala factor in mind, I think a lot of
this is almost a show. I think Reeta Sanyal is sort of like that when you watch it. Also, I've not done anything in the masti wala genre. Sunflower sort of there.
Sort of was there.
Masti, but this is like masti wala genre. Sunflower still was kind of but it's This is just fun. Like if you want to watch, you just want to like read a comic book, or you want to watch superhero movie just for like maze karte hain. This is that. I've not done anything like that. It's closer to my Instagram stuff that I do, I think. Yeah.
As far as मुझे पता है कि you're a graduate in Kathak, right? So it's not just the acting that has been spoken about, it's also the dance form that she has actually mastered herself in. आप कुछ टाइम पहले हीरा मंडी के प्रीमियर पे भी गए थे. If I'm correct, right? You went. Doubt पे आ जाता हूँ, मैंने सही देखा कि
that was me. Yes.
Yeah, so that was you. So I'm sure the kind of grandeur that someone like a Sanjay Leela Bhansali brings to the table, with the kind of artistic forms that he shows with his ladies, I think that's so phenomenal. And I want to know, given the kind of go-getter personality that you are, that you've always been, I'm pretty sure that if you have got an opportunity that day to have a conversation with Sanjay sir, you would have tried to figure out a way to work together. I really want to know कि आपका ऐसा कुछ conversation हुआ sir के साथ. I don't know if Heeramandi will ever have a part 2 or not. होता है तो we would love to manifest and see you in that. But Heeramandi भी नहीं हो तो भी any SLB project, women are literally, I mean, they're berserk. They will go berserk to be a part of an SLB project. When you met him, what was your conversation with him?
This is going to be slightly let down for you if you think I'm a go-getter, because my friends, whoever my friends are, my friends are all my friends who've known me since I was a child, and they'll watch this, and if you say go-getter, they're going to just be like, no, once I get a project, I will do anything to make that role everything. Okay, I'll give blood, sweat, tears, flesh, whatever you want. I'm that person. But so I was at the Heeramandi, and when we were entering, I remember Sanjay Leela Bhansali was standing here. So when I meet, like, popular, famous people and all, even after Kerala and all,
Yeah.
it's not about just people coming up to me, but I meet people. So I don't really know what to say. I love everyone's work, but what do you say when you meet like someone who's like such a big star or whatever? So then I just say, hello, I'm Adah, so that you know that I exist. So I said, hello, I'm Adah. So he looked at me and he said, Anu Malik's daughter, Adah. Now, in that fraction of a second, now, in my head, now, I have like 7 files open at all times. So I was good. In my head, I'm thinking, no, and Adah Sharma had done this movie called Kerala Story. That's what I should have said, right? Kerala Story. Have you seen Kerala Story? If you've not seen Kerala Story, please see Kerala Story. And I've graduated in Kathak, and you know those chakkars that you take top angles of? I can do 100 chakkars, and I've not moved from that spot. My Kathak has taught me so much. And you know, in my last year of the 9th year that we have our graduation, I even practiced 200. So if you give me time, I can do that. And our sir used to make us do navras every day. I can cry like this. I can do this. I can do this. I know it. So I thought about that. And then I thought, or should I just say, yes, I am Anu Malik's daughter now? Because everyone keeps asking me, nepotism, nepotism. Now I'm getting a chance to be them. So then, should I just say yes? So then, in that fraction of a second, I didn't know what to say. So I said, should I tell him about this Katha? Are you Anu Malik's daughter? I said, yes. Okay. So he said, oh, how's dad? I said, thank you. Because I didn't know what else to say.
Yeah.
So that's me as a go-getter. So all of us saying that industry giving, not giving and all, it's also like, I don't, whatever I got now is like a blessing. Then I messaged my friend, I said, I met Sanjay Leela Bhansali. So she said, oh wow, did you tell him you would like to work with? So I said, no, he thought I'm Anu Malik's daughter. And I said, yes. Anu Malik's daughter, Adah, he said.
Yeah.
I said, yes. So dad, thank you.
So the moment whenever Sanjay said meets
Yeah,
Anu
no.
Malik next, वो बताएंगे क्या I met your daughter Anu Malik बोलेंगे ये कब हुआ भाई?
Yeah, and this is all for me. मैं कभी झूठ नहीं बोलती हूँ सच, but तभी I don't know. I thought मैं झूठ नहीं बोल रही. He thought, so should I just sub? I thought all of this in that fraction of a second, and then I said yes, and I said thank you, and then I walked. I didn't know what else to.
What happens in premieres, like you know, as far as movie premieres वगैरह जो होता है, बहुत लोग बोलते हैं कि यार अगर कोई प्रोजेक्ट अच्छा है ना बहुत झूठ बोलना होता है, right? So I mean, how do you actually, whenever you're attending a premiere, I'm sure you don't like everybody.
No, I don't go. I don't. I love watching movies with the audience in a theater later. With like real audience to like actually get the feel of it, and like I mostly watch movies like that. I rarely go for premieres, rarely.
But say अगर आपका कोई premiere होता है and somebody's coming to you and live, you figure it out. यार
I'm a mind reader, but anyway, I anyway know what people are thinking. I've trained myself to read people's minds at any time anyway. So when the person's walking from there, okay, I know what the person's going to come and say because I can read that person's mind. I know exactly what they think. Like right now, you're still doubting, but you like almost 80% believed what I've said.
I have.
But your 20% is still like, no, I need to see her doing it, then I believe it. That's what you just thought right now.
That is true. That is true.
So
I would want to see it. That is also my
yeah, and I know.
I
No, I figured that's what you're thinking right now. So I've trained myself to mind read. So I know when people are lying and when they are not. Sometimes I enjoy people lying. मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है जब कोई झूठ बोल रहा है ना, तो नो कि वो इंसान झूठ बोल रहा है and मैं देख रही हूँ, देखियो कितना अच्छा एक्टर है या कितना गंदा एक्टिंग ये इंसान कर रहा है कि झूठ बोल रहा है, बट कन्विंसिंगली भी नहीं बोल रहा है. कभी लोग इतना मजे से झूठ बोलते हैं, you know, इतना अच्छा लगता है. तो वो भी एक ये है.
Yeah, of course. You know, I think this project, this series, it's an episodic. I think every day it's coming one day after the other, right?
Yes.
This has something to do with detectives as well, right?
Yes.
I personally believe that women are the best detectives ever. ये मैं genuinely यकीन करता हूँ, and because they are very street smart, उनका जो एक sixth sense है that works and functions a lot better than men, and I personally believe this a lot.
Yeah. I think so.
What is perhaps that one thing in your life जो तुमने as a detective किया, which was not like officially detective, but एक जासूस बन के होता है ना कि हम लोग को वो चुन मचता है कि हम लोग को ये निकालना है, ये समझना है. What is that one thing perhaps that you have done and you feel like मजा आया था वो करके?
I think like online stalking only और पता चला ये like.
What kind of online stalking?
No, like stalking somebody, like stalking someone and knowing that, arey, this person was this, and this is that. He knows that one, like that one.
Have you ever stalked any ex-boyfriend of yours, like you know, college का या school का कभी?
Ex में क्यों stalk? Future वाले. Ex को कौन stalk करेगा?
बहुत लोग करते हैं. अगर देखो भाई मेरे सामने बैठा कैमरा में नहीं आ
रहा है. भाई stalk करे. अरे future वाले को stalk करो ना.
Future वाले को, right?
Future वाले. You know what I like to do? I like going on random people's profiles and then reading comments and then liking. If I like a comment, I like. I'm seeing people's stories, anybody's. My friend told me I have to have a nakli profile and do, but I don't. I'm like, इतना मेहनत करके if I'm stalking someone, then you should know I'm stalking you. मैंने मेहनत किया. मैं क्यों झूठे प्रोफाइल से करूँ? Then you don't know मैंने मेहनत भी किया. I don't mind. तो मैं stalk करूँगी and I like sometimes random comments of things.
Oh, nice.
I like it.
We're coming to the fag end of the conversation. I want to know something कि शाहरुख सर मैं बहुत दिल से इज्जत करता हूँ उनका. He says one thing and I feel it's a very relevant statement. कि जब आप कुछ बनने का कोशिश करते हो, of course you work very hard. पर जब आप वो बन जाते हो, उसके बाद मेहनत करना to sustain that is the most difficult task. Do you also feel this way now that the kind of success that we have got, and I can talk about that since 2023, do you take that pressure on yourself कि यार जो शायद 15 साल या 14 साल में जिस लेवल का मुझे क्रेडिबिलिटी या पॉपुलैरिटी नहीं मिला था, उस लेवल का मुझे लास्ट 2 साल में मिला है. सो नाउ ऑफ कोर्स आई नीड टू वर्क हार्डर, आई नीड टू वर्क हार्डर. वो स्ट्रेस लेते हो अपने आप में,
I
गुड
think मैं
स्ट्रेस.
अभी किया नहीं है जो वो you're saying वो पहुंच के फिर वो प्रेशर लो. I think कि पहुंचे नहीं है वहाँ.
Still in that journey.
या तो अभी मैं चली कर रही हूँ. जब तक पहुंचेंगे नहीं तो I don't feel कि पहुंचे.
Okay, fair enough. चलो मैं ये भी
Fair enough.
इसमें भी मैं देखो 80% ही यकीन करूंगा. एक बिगन एक सेकंड about
No,
perception.
I'm very grateful for what I've got. I'm not diminishing
Of
the
course,
stuff.
of
It's
course.
become highest female grosser of all time and all. I don't take that away. I acknowledge. Very nice. Very happy. This wow, Rita's very happy.
Yeah.
My God, I have a show on my name. How cool is
Yeah.
that? Very happy, but I've not reached. I feel a thing that I need to take. मैं मजे से कर रही थी कहना चाह रही थी. Like I'm enjoying and doing everything. I want to enjoy and do. So मैं वैसे ही कर रही हूँ.
Kerala story के बाद, I think the only film which you as a woman you carried the pressure of box office on your shoulders and you delivered as well. आपने pressure लेके तो नहीं किया, मुझे पता है. आपने अपने काम पे focus किया, वो अपने आप हो गया. But the results worked out, right? Now do you feel a lot more confident कि वैसा ही similar movie अगर female centric movie अगर आप box office में लेके जाते हो, you are perhaps in a lot better space now in terms of just carrying a film on your own shoulders because वो एक जिम्मेदारी का चीज है, right?
I don't know. I don't think of that. Box office का पता नहीं. थिएटर्स मिलेंगे, वो बैन होगा, आधे जगह में रिलीज नहीं होगा. वो सब मेरे हाथ में नहीं. मैं फिल्म करती हूँ, एकदम ईमानदारी से करती हूँ. वो रोल में बहुत like this thing, but I can't take a thing of कितने शोज मिले, कौन से किधर कौन से डेट पे रिलीज हुआ, ये इसको प्रॉब्लम है, ये रिलीज से उसने ये थिएटर में नहीं. आई कांट. वो मेरे हाथ में है ही नहीं. तो जो चीज हाथ में ही नहीं है तो वो प्रेशर लेके क्या. परफॉर्मेंस मेरे हाथ में है.
Of course.
तो अगर मैं मेहनत नहीं करूं तो मैं गंदा परफॉर्म करूंगी. वो मुझे नहीं चाहिए.
What happens when an actor focuses on their job, which is to act, prepare, research, do that, etc. But sometimes film के इर्द गिर्द बहुत कुछ चीजें होता है जो कि जैसे आपके कंट्रोल में नहीं है. जैसे केरला स्टोरी के टाइम पे भी ऐसे ही हुआ था, right? There was a lot of criticism online, बोलो मीडिया बोलो, ट्विटर पे बोलो. I think a lot of people were abusing you as well. भर भर के गाली वगैरह आ रहे थे. Here you are as an actor, you have done your bit. You're looking forward to your project releasing. And all these kind of stuff coming even before the project has released. उस टाइम पे did you kind of feel any sort of mental breakdown क्या काम आने के पहले तुम लोग उस लेवल पे चल रहे हो?
नहीं, उस टाइम मेंटल ब्रेकडाउन हुआ ना बिकॉज मेरा काम हो गया था. I'm saying while shooting I don't think of all that or while signing a project and all I don't do. पर वो 15 डेज जो प्रमोशन का जो भी वी थॉट रिलीज होने वाला है तभी लोग गाली देंगे तो ऑफ कोर्स मेरे न्यूड पिक्चर्स एंड ऑल बाहर थे. बहुत अच्छी तरह से मॉफ किए थे. इट वुड लुक लाइक मी. मेरा नंबर लीक हुआ था ऑन द डे ऑफ रिलीज व्हेन आई वांटेड टू कीप माय फोन ऑन एंड सी व्हाट पीपल आर सेइंग एंड अच्छी चीजें. आई हैड टू स्विच माय फोन ऑफ. माय नंबर वाज पुट ऑन सम prostitution site or something saying that services with my number and my face over there. So I had to switch my phone off. So of course at that time बुरा लगा उसके लिए and irritated हुआ यार. I was like I need to keep my phone on.
Your grandma is very close to you. How was she affected with all this?
She was livid. She said I'll catch all those people and I'll just shout at all of them and how dare they do it. I was just like, chill now. What can we do? We can't do anything about it. And then there was so much good happening. So kind of got diverted into that.
मैं समझ रहा हूँ यार कि जो जर्नी रहा है ओवरऑल बहुत कुछ झेला भी है, अच्छे मोमेंट्स भी रहे हैं.
हाँ, but no, the thing is that अच्छा was so much is still continuing to be so much जो कोई रोक नहीं सकता है, you know.
It's like a wave. Constant.
And nobody can stop that. So that is so. So I think just ride that wave of this thing and जो जिसको बोलना है.
लास्ट क्वेश्चन जो मैं पूछना चाहूंगा वो ये है कि ऑफ कोर्स वी आर लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू योर बंगाली अ लिटिल बिट एज वेल, मे बी सीजन 2 या बाद में कभी। तो
Yes.
पहले सीजन 1 तो देख लो जब आए
सीजन
14
वन तो
फरवरी।
देख लो,
हाँ, that is what it is.
हरियाणवी मराठी
कितने
सब
कुछ
है।
है,
हाँ
बहुत कुछ
हाँ
वैरायटी है, पूरा भारत धीरे धीरे आ जाएगा।
हाँ,
That is what it
हाँ।
is. But you know that one thing perhaps that you feel as an artist कि आपके जो लॉयल ऑडियंस है उनको कुछ क्या अलग देखने को मिलेगा? दिस इज अ वेरी क्लीशे क्वेश्चन, बट देन ये बनता है सवाल, बिकॉज एवरी टाइम व्हेन यू डिलीवर, आई मीन वो ऑडियंस का एक्सपेक्टेशन भी बढ़ता रहता है, राइट? सो व्हाट इज परहैप्स दैट वन थिंग दैट विल बी बियॉन्ड देयर एक्सपेक्टेशन इन दिस वन? अगर मैं आपको
मुझे एक्सपेक्टेशंस बहुत अच्छे लगते हैं। फर्स्टली आई
गेट्स द बेस्ट
लव
आउट ऑफ यू।
No, I like, yeah, expect करो। अगर नहीं कर रहे हो तो means then you don't really care, right? Expect करो and high expectations रखो, और अगर मैं reach नहीं कर पाई then disappoint होके hate करो मुझे। वो बहुत अच्छी चीज है। I like that. I think बहुत सारे लोग, of course, Kerala Story 1920 and all, but I think a very loyal fan following of like my social media. Okay, जो I don't know, जो random है, ये शो वो है। ओके, इट्स द ऑडियंस हु एंजॉय सीइंग दोस रैंडम फन मस्ती चीजें। दिस इज दैट शो, दैट्स व्हाई आई सेड वो जॉनर मैंने नहीं किया है। इट्स क्राइम ड्रामा थ्रिलर, एवरीथिंग इज देयर इज अ कांस्टेंट स्टोरी, and there is this girl who's trying to make it big, which a lot of girls will identify when she's trying to get work. She's working against really powerful people. There's no chance of her winning, but she still is going on with that determination. So it's very aspirational character. She's an underdog, but I think it's that masti of the social media thing.
मैंने वो फाइटिंग स्पिरिट ऑन एकदम
Fighting spirit. She's a go-getter.
she
Reeta
is the
Sanyal is the
go-getter.
go-getter. That's why the aspiration, because I really look up to her. Like, she'll get things done. She thinks ahead. She thinks, I'll do this, I'll say this, I'll get this, I'll have this, and she makes things happen for her, which probably never would happen if she was not a go-getter. You be a go-getter. Everyone should be, me included. And I think I should.
I mean, it's so sweet because we covered not just about this, but a lot of other interesting things that
Yes.
I'm sure your fans would have loved to see. Thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to have you. And guys, goes without saying, 14th October is the date. हॉटस्टार, डिज्नी प्लस हॉटस्टार पे जाके देखो रीता सन्याल। मैं इसलिए नहीं बोल रहा हूँ क्योंकि मैं भी बंगाली हूँ, ये बंगाली सन्ने में ढेर सारा प्यार अदा को दो। शी डिजर्व्स एवरी बिट ऑफ इट। एंड या आई मीन यू नो व्हाट इट इज, द प्रीटीएस्ट गर्ल अराउंड, एंड उनको देखो, उनके काम को देखो, जिसके साथ भी देखना है देखो, लेकिन देखो, दैट इज द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग।
Yes.
Thank you so much. God
Thank
bless.
you.
Take care. Stay safe. And thank you. And I'll see you all with another interesting episode very soon.